Hello friends and welcome to Parabola part 3. So in this part we're going to discuss about other forms of parabola. Now we have discussed one form of parabola, then what are the other forms of it? Just remember guys, in projectile motion we have seen a parabola curved like this. In quadratic equation part we have seen a parabola curved like this. So what are the equation of these kind of parabolas? So in this part, we're going to discuss these kind of parabolas. So other forms of parabola is a topic. So without wasting any time, let's get started. So in the previous lectures, we have seen the parabola named y square is equal to 4ax. And over here, in the previous lecture, we also saw the parametric coordinates of this form of parabola as at square comma 2at. So this parabola we have seen, but other forms of parabola over here means the shape of the parabola will still remain the same, but it would be shifted to either negative x-axis, y-axis, negative y-axis, etc. So let's check it out. As you can see over here, the directrix has been shifted from minus a comma 0 to plus a comma 0. Everything, all the standardized equation format which we proved in the first lecture, the way we proved, everything remains the same. It is only the curve getting transformed to clockwise direction, anti-clockwise direction, like that. So the directrix has been shifted as well as the focus has been shifted to minus a comma 0. So how would this curve look like? The curve looks like this. Okay, it is just the opposite of y square is equal to 4ax. So opposite in mathematics of any plus is negative. So similarly, the equation of this curve is y square is equal to minus 4ax. This is how you're going to remember. If you know y square is equal to 4ax, then opposite means minus 4ax. Now we have seen that the curve is symmetric about x-axis. Now let us check curve being symmetric about y-axis. So the curve coming up is symmetric about negative y-axis. So over here, the curve was symmetric about negative x-axis, so we had minus sign over here. Similarly, for this kind of parabola, since the axis is y-axis over here of this parabola, so it will be 4ay. X-axis, x-axis, y-axis, point, and a minus sign as it is towards the negative y-axis. And so what we are remained with? The term x square. So this is how you can conceptualize in your mind that how to name a given parabola shaped downwards. The equation of that kind of parabola is x square is equal to minus 4ay. So the directrix would be y is equal to plus a and the focus would be 0 comma minus a. If you know this, just change the x and y coordinate or alternate it, you will get the exact equation of the given parabola. Now we have seen a minus, so what would be the opposite of it? The plus. And so the equation of this parabola would be x square is equal to 4a. So we have seen the equation of other forms of parabola, but we are remained with one concept, and that is, if we know the parametric coordinates of this, then would the parametric coordinates be same? As I told, the parametric coordinates satisfies the given curve. No, what would be the difference is just a negative sign over here. Since the x-axis has changed, so similarly the x coordinate will also change. And so the parametric coordinates of this parabola would be minus 80 square comma 280. Now since y and x has been interchanged over here, so any point would be of the format 280 comma 80 square. Just check. Put this 80 square over here in terms of y. Sorry, it would be minus 80 square since the parabola is negative side of the y-axis. So just check minus 80 square, put minus 80 square over here and you'll get the x as 280. So what would be the parametric coordinates of this? 280 comma 80 square. So we have discussed in general everything about the other forms of parabola. Just let summarize all the points in the next slide. Vertex remains the same for all the four parabolas. It is the x and y coordinate being interchanged or the x coordinates being interchanged with the sign. The directrix also, as you can see, minus a plus a and y is equal to minus a and y is equal to a. Axis, first it was y-axis, y is equal to 0 or x-axis. Now the single degree term over here is y, so it would, the axis of this parabola would be y-axis. Latest rectum length remains the same as the parabola doesn't differ in the shape. The other forms of parabola over here means the shape of the parabola still remains the same, like this, or like this. It is just the interchange of the sides. Focal distance x plus a minus x plus a, just a negative sign over or the change of x and y. So guys, I hope you got other forms of parabola, you got the equations related to them, as well as you have enjoyed the video and you got many things to learn. Thank you guys. This is Yojit Bhasin signing off. We'll meet in the next part in the parabola part 4. Thank you.